Hey everyone, welcome to Watch It Paint It. Let's just get the disclaimer out of the way to begin with, guys. This was sent free of charge and early by Games Workshop so we could all start looking at what comes in the Dominion Warhammer Age of Sigmar starter kit, right? I think this is a starter kit for getting into Age of Sigmar. Now, what have they sent, guys? It's a box. I like boxes. I've got nothing better to do. But what I like even more than that is what is inside the box. So let's start the sort of video series that I guess I'll do on this with just a simple unboxing video. So if you're new to the channel, you're probably unaware that I'm a bit of a noob. I don't really play Warhammer yet, 40k or Age of Sigmar. So bear that in mind with this unboxing video. You're going to be taking it from an angle of a person that doesn't particularly know what they're doing. But that seems great. This is a starter kit. So I am the target audience for this box, hopefully. Let's bust it open. With the shrink removed, I think the first thing we need to talk about is the outside of the box. And I know you guys probably want to see the inside, but I think when you're spending this much money on a box, it's important what the outside is as well. Now, this is a huge, huge box. It's got some serious weight to it and some amazing sort of shelf presence. Now, that might not normally matter because you probably aren't going to keep this on a shelf for long once you've built the miniatures. Do they even fit back inside? Probably not. But if, like myself, you've got sort of massive piles of shame, then you might not get around to building or painting this for a very long time. So it's nice that you spent a lot of money and it looks very cool on your shelves. Let's have a look at the back of the box and what we're presented with. The first thing that jumps out straight away is kind of making unboxing videos irrelevant. The fact there is what the box contains. We'll run through that. What else strikes me is I love this with Games Workshop products. Just like a really nice picture of everything painted, isn't it? Everything that's in the box is probably presented here, and it just always makes me so jealous though. Who has time to paint up their whole armies? Like if I was playing this game, my army is going to consist of like 3 or 4 reasonably well painted dudes, and then essentially just sprues on the table and be like, yeah, that's my army, guys, leave me alone. I like seeing what you could achieve with some hard work and dedication. While we're looking at these pre-assembled painted up stuff, guys, look at this. This is the leader of the Cruel Boys. It's the boss, the big bastard. Oh, he's even called like Killer Boss. What? This is so Lord of the Rings, isn't it? Whoa! Look at this sort of bear dog that he stood on. Bear dog bear, and he's a great gnash tooth. Is that the species or is that the name of the bear? Like, let me know in the comments below. Is he riding a gnash tooth or is that the name of that animal? Who knows? And whoa! Wow! Look at this. Oh, I don't know how you pronounce her name. Indastra, the celestial spear. Look at that. I didn't know. Is she an actual angel? Can she fly? I didn't know anything could fly. I see amateur hour over here. So phenomenal examples of them painted up, and you can already see the sculpts are going to the highest Games Workshop, isn't it? It's always fantastic sculpts. So let's have a look at what the box contains. So we've got, well, we can look at all of this, but I want to see them painted up. So we're going to get the leader, which is this woman here, isn't it? So Stormcast Eternals. It's 2 armies, I should probably mention, isn't it? It's the starter kit. Everything here to sort of play a big Age of Sigmar battle. So you've got 2 armies. You've got the Cruel Boys, and you're going to have the Stormcast Eternals. And we're going to start. Let's have a look. Yeah. In Drastra, the Celestial Spears here. We've got Lord, Imperant. Oh, I'm going to butcher all these names. There's 2 different people, so they're going to be on here somewhere as well. So here's a big banner flag. He must be a special dude. Oh, we've got somebody up here with a staff. So she's looking pretty special as well. Somebody up here looking like a unique item. What about in the Cruel Boys? We're going to have the Killer Boss. That's this big leader up here. Merc Knob. He must be here. What is he? The Belcher Banner. Oh, sat up here. Oh, this is like a really cool, exciting game of Where's Waldo, where I get to see the names and try and pick them out on here. What else have we got? So you get blah 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 blah. I'm reading the wrong one. Swamp Caller, the Shaman, and Potgrot. Let's play Where's Wally. Where is it? Where is he? Oh, he's here. Oh, he's got a little friend here making his lunch behind it. Oh, right. Anyway, enough about the box. Let's crack this open and see what we're getting inside. Oh, time to get that lid off. Oh, that first opening. Oh, it's always so exciting. Put that box down on the. Let me drop that box down on the floor, ruining its prettiness. But look at this. That's some beautiful art, isn't it? Is that a poster? Can put that up on the wall. So that's to keep the plastic. Or does it protect anything? Does it need it? There's nothing above it, actually. Just in the box. But that is cool, isn't it? I like that. and then just this on the back. So you could just stick that up as a poster, right? If you're that way inclined. But it's actually really beautiful. They have some good artists, don't they? Yeah, I'm impressed with that. Impressed with the piece of paper that you get just to protect the miniatures. So let's have a look at some of the sculpts. So what we presented with here, some Stormcast guys. What are the? Oh, I always forget all the names of the Stormcast units, but these look like. Oh, is this the banner guy? No, that's our banner guy. He's just holding one of the. Where's the box? I need the box. I need the artwork again. But this is just standard Games Workshop to me. Hopefully you guys sort of know what all of this is, and it means a lot more to you if you're looking at this. But to me, it's just the standard Games Workshop. If you're brand new to it and you're looking at what you get in this box and you don't know what this is, you're in company for one. But the other thing to note is it's standard Games Workshop. It's phenomenal sculpts, absolutely best in the industry. Fantastic sculpts, really nice, clean, easy to build, easy to paint, really. I love the detail. Games Workshop, I say that a lot in my painting tutorials. I compare things to this, where they've got the right amount of detail that the miniatures look fantastic, but not so much detail they just blur and make it a horrible mess and don't look good painted. So these are some of the cruel boys, aren't they? Are these goblins or orcs? I can struggle to tell the difference, especially when I'm looking through the camera. But just fantastic. Again, if you're new to painting, this is the same set. So these must be. There's so many more Aurochs, aren't there? There's just billions of those. I think there's 21 Stormcasts and 39. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure something like that. 39 of the Aurochs. So there's a lot of the same miniatures in the Orcs. So we'll see a few of those. I think these are just the standard soldiers now. Again, yeah. So if you're brand new, like sort of I am, and you're feeling daunted about building miniatures, which is weird, but most of my games come pre-assembled, so it was something that concerned me. One thing to note is the sprues often just contain one specific unit if it's a big ass unit. If not, if they've got multiple units across, it's normally the same unit printed over and over, so it's easy to find. The other thing that's like, I don't know how new it is, but it was new to me, is this concept of push fit, where they've got these little knobs on the pieces and they go into various holes and they click together, so you basically can't not line it up correctly, and you just need to push hard enough and they click together. Sometimes you don't even need glue to be involved. And then the other thing that's really good is the sprues. Where is it? Here we go. That each piece is numbered, so when you get to the instructions telling you how to build it, you can just follow the instructions. It tells you which number to do in which order, sort of thing, so you build it up correctly. Oof, here's the big dog. Oh, that's so big. That's massive, isn't it? It's like half the size of my hand. He is a beast of a unit. I'm excited to build him. There's that banana banner, I think. I don't think it was banana, just banner, wasn't it? Just spelled interestingly, I guess, like orcs like to misspell things because they're mischievous. But there's some really nice looking miniatures built. Oh, let's look at the angel. Is this? No, this isn't all the angel. So here's what I was saying. Possibly, like, don't quote me on this, but most of this looks like the angel, doesn't it? Here's the big. Yeah, there's the big banner boy. Big banner boy's over here. That's probably the back of his or her uniform. And there's a few on here. But they're all matching, aren't they? All the shields that you get to pick for various people. I noticed I think most of these are, what would you call them, like mono position, mono choice sculpts, where they've just got no options, nothing to pick. They're just built how they are. But I noticed the Stormcast had multiple heads, which it's a small thing, but I was really excited by that. You can choose whether you paint them with a face, just their normal face with like you would any old human, or you can put a helmet on them, so you paint in sort of armor. And I really like that. It's a small choice, but it is a choice, and it makes you make your army a little bit more unique. If you like faces, do that. If you like helmets, I love painting helmets. I love how they look, a bit more menacing, so I'll probably put the helmets on, but it's a choice you get to make. Look at this. Look at that axe. Oh, I'm enjoying these cool boys. I'm so excited to paint some orcs. I don't know if I mentioned, I don't think I did mention, because I don't know how much this is going to cost, but I don't know if Games Workshop have announced it yet, but I think it's going to be based on old prices, like the Warhammer 40k similar starter box. I think that was £125 in the UK. So this is probably going to be around £125, £150. But what's important is the amount of miniatures you're getting in there. You're getting 60 miniatures, and I think if you bought this, if you were trying to buy one of these armies, you'd be talking, I don't know, somebody let people know in the comments below who knows more about the armies, but I think you'd be talking like £300-400 for that, so it's more than double what I think this box is going to cost. I'm just speculating here, but it just ultimately means if you really favour one of the armies, like I am massively a fan of these orcs, then I could buy this box, still be quids in, maybe even sell one half of it if I only wanted one side of it, get some of my money back, and yeah, be pretty happy with the value. Is this the same artwork? It is, isn't it? And that's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame. I know it's only a divider, so now this one was actually protecting the paperwork that's underneath, but it is a shame it's not slightly different artwork, isn't it? Wah, 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 wah. Right, got that shrink wrap out of the way. Let's look at some of this paperwork. So we are presented with the War Scrolls. So this is Killer Boss on his great Gnash Tooth, and all of these cards basically going to have a really beautifully painted up reference piece of material. That for myself, I like to copy along with reference material, so I'll probably paint mine exactly like that, but you're going to get that. And then on the back you're given the, what is this, like the data sheet for each of the sort of characters. We'll flick through them all because this might actually be interesting to a bunch of people who are going to play them. Obviously just smack pause on them if you want to take any of this information in. I'm not going to hold it up and read through it all. Whoa, how much information is on this shaman? It does so much. So some of them have got a lot more abilities than others, obviously, as you would expect. Merc Knob still making me laugh. Obviously, that must mean something. There's a whole bunch of them with that sort of name. Look at these little critters. So another bunch of stats. And what are we up to now? The Hobgrot Slittars. So these are this is the one that I was interested in, isn't it? Are these like goblins instead? Or are these also orcs? They're different skin colours, aren't they? They're very yellowy brown. It's nice mixing it up for me. And we've got, this is the, what do you call this? It's like the allegiance card, isn't it? The stats for the entire faction. So you've got that for the Cruel Boys there, and then you've got more War Scrolls for the Stormcast faction. So starting with it, it's so hard to say, Indrasta. I mean, it's not hard to say once you know how to say it, but every time I look at it, that consonant collection doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, there's so many of these. These are so cool. I really like these. Coming from a board gaming background, I do enjoy some cards with some information on. Plenty to take in here. Let me know which is the most exciting character from this set. None of this means a lot to me. All I'm going on is how cool the miniatures look. But I guess that is Games Workshop, right? The fancy the miniatures, that normally the more important, the better it is. Look at these bad boys. Oh, nice. I'm liking it. Loving all of this. I love all the art reference material. Don't see that as much in the board games that I would play. It's less focus on actual painted miniatures, more on the board game. So it's a nice change of pace for me to see all of this. And there's the allegiance card for the Stormcast. Now, what else do we get? 2 more booklets in this bit before we get onto the big bad rules. And this is 3rd edition now, isn't it? Age of Sigmar. So the rules have changed. It means nothing to me. I've not played the original rules, but we'll get to that in a minute. So you're presented with this little booklet, and it's going to show us how to build each and every miniature in this box. So as I mentioned, if you're daunted by building miniatures, if you're brand new to this, I came from board games which are pre-assembled, pre-glued, or even just single cast molds. So there's nothing to build. You get a lot better quality building up your miniature. The mold lines are better, they're better cut, that sort of thing. But if you are daunted, it's push fit, and you get really detailed instructions. It's really clear, really easy to follow along, and we've got them all here. It's now like coloured, which I'm guessing is to help you work out the order in which you do things. I'm not sure yet. I've not seen it coloured before. And then nice art on the back as well. So the 3rd and final bit before we get onto the rules is, what do you call this? This is like the start here, the quick start, I guess, maybe. What do we get in here? It's full colour. Get some nice more art. A load of fluff, I guess. Oh, I guess it's explaining what this box set is about, why it's come. to exist in terms of lore, in terms of fluff, like what's happening, why these two factions are stuck together, what all the different units are. Loads and loads more reference art explaining the faction here for the Cruel Boys and all the units in here, all the fluff behind it. So this isn't a quick start, is it? And I was wrong. This is literally, I think, just the fluff, isn't it? I didn't see any data in here. I didn't see any rules or anything like that. But nice little booklet there if you're interested in fluff, I guess. And then the rules. And we're on to the big heavy bit of the box. A huge amount of plastic, very, very light. This weighs an absolute metric ton. Guys, this is the new rule set. This, as I mentioned, this is Age of Sigmar. It's 3rd edition, I believe. So this is new and updated. I've not played the 2nd edition or the 1st edition, so there's nothing new per se here. It's all new to me. And this is an exclusive book. It only comes in this box set. And I think the only difference is this amazing artwork on the front. I think that makes it exclusive to this. You cannot pick up this artwork elsewhere. It's actually textured. I don't know what that's about. It feels really cool. I don't know. I think is it the lightning? I think it might be this lightning that's textured. Something's textured, but not obvious what it is. There's just some raised bits here scattered. I think it's the debris. I hope it's supposed to be there. It feels quite nice, but they're putting that out there. And then, yeah, it weighs a ton. It says on the spine. I think this is a piece I would happily have on my bookshelf. Like, I think that looks great by itself. So it's nice. I've not picked up one of the big heavy books. All my stuff's always like the quick start newbie things. So this is a proper book. So we're talking 360 pages. That is a lot of information. The artwork just continues. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. Oh wow. This is the piece, isn't it, that I keep seeing? And then more pictures of painted stuff, more fluff we're going to be filled in on collecting for display. People do that. I've never even considered just displaying these miniatures. I'm always painting them up eventually to play. But yeah, I guess you could just collect purely to put these on display. About collecting for gaming, how to choose a faction. Do we not just all choose it on which we think looks the coolest? Is that not what we do, guys? I'm just going to have some ghosties. Ghosties or orcs for me. And then it explains about building, painting your miniatures, getting all the usual information on the game at the beginning. There was a lot of artwork there. I think given how heavy, guys, this is hurting my wrist holding this to talk about. So given how heavy that is and how little you'll probably look at the fluff, this could be nicer spread across a couple of books, actually, in my opinion, because I'm nowhere near the rules yet, are we? We're just explaining a load of stuff here. In fact, let's skim forwards, but lots and lots of interesting lore and fluff. Oh, maps and stuff, so it explains probably all the factions and where they're based and where they're coming from, the Bright City. This doesn't mean anything to me, guys, but there is so much information. Maybe it's a nice bedtime little story for you to read. And still not at the rules. Where are the rules? These are rules. Here we go. Let's keep flicking. Where do they begin? I think that was... What is this? Look at them. Are they the Iron Jaws? I don't know. Oh, there's so many... Right, here we go. So the point I was trying to make is look at that. There is a big section of rules, but look how much wasn't rules. And I don't know. I feel like this is a lot of weight to carry, and this is the bit that I'm probably going to care about most of the time. I think that'd be nice if it was split up. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments if there's a reason this should all be together, but my wrist is hurting now, guys. This is weighing an absolute ton. But yeah, it's all full colour, loads and loads of pictures. Hopefully, yeah, explaining things in the game, parts of the rules. Loads of keywords are highlighted here, which I think is probably fantastic when you're playing for skimming through. Again, explaining the war scrolls, numbered, keys, descriptions. I guess these are probably keys for symbols that you might see within the game. I'm not quite sure, but this looks like a fairly comprehensive rule set, laid out probably for how complicated this game could be. I think this is laid out in a fantastic way. Just skimming through, guys. I'm not sat and read this, so don't take that as it is. I'm just letting you know. But it looks fine to me. Really hurting my wrist. I'm going to put this down some more. Again, more art. It looks great. I'd love to see this, but I'm only probably going to look at it a handful of times, and then essentially I'm just carrying that weight. Guys, that's the rule set. Exclusive. I'm going to go look up what the non-exclusive one looks like, if we can see it yet. But that looks fantastic. I'd be interested in what the non-fancy one was. It comes with a bookmark. You can move around if you need to keep your page. So there's the rule set. Do we have anything left in the box other than the same art? They need more than one artwork. They've got loads of art. They should should do some more. So we got some bases in the bottom. So a bag of bases for the little units, and a couple of massive ones. I guess these are for the two leaders, the Cruel Boys leader and the Stormcast leader. So that's it. That's it. I don't know what else to tell you guys. You can pre-order it. I believe it's on the 19th of June. I'll find a link and put it in the description below. So I'm guessing this is probably going to come out in July for you guys to pick up. But whew, that is a lot of miniatures. So I'm very, very excited. This could be a great place for newbies to start. I've got some of those tiny starter sets which let me learn a few basic rules behind the game, but this is a whole new level, isn't it? This is an actual game where we get to play, made in the UK. Everybody bow down to your UK overlords. GW, nice, I like it. I think you've done a sterling job with this, and I'm looking forward to building it. Let us know in the comments below if there is a miniature you would like to see. A, how I've assembled it, if that's of any use to you, but B, just assembled, and I'll go and crack one of those out for you. And if you would like to see any of the tutorials on any of them, just let me know which miniatures you guys care about seeing, and I will go and see what I can do. Thank you all ever so much for watching, and I will see you again soon.